I'm back. hmm So, maybe I should point it to me. hmm So, or maybe like this. Maybe I should get a stick and have it hanging up like that. Now that you probably get tired of me, so I'll just show you what's happening out there. But see, so yes, the uh, the session last night on the Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, it I interpreted it, or it hinted at certain things that might be considered mystical, and then Marcus Aurelius considered the man on the street, the idea of the man on the street, that if you're a professional, you would guard your knowledge with the man of the street. It's sort of like, don't cast your pearls to the pigs or something like that. So maybe and it reminded me of a video that I saw recently that appeared on my channel, Buddhism for Happiness for All, recommended, I believe it was, and in my, YouTube might recommend some videos. Maybe it was in that channel, or maybe it was on Wake Up and Think Clearly. Anyway, I watched it. I didn't watch it all, but I watched the beginning of it because it had an interesting title. It suggested to keep things private, keep things to yourself, or try to keep certain things private. Maybe because we've been encouraged by social media to share everything. Like everything we do, be transparent and share everything to the whole world. Like, take pictures of what you're eating and say, wow, look what I'm eating now, or where I'm visiting. Oh, I'm here. I'm on a trip to this wonderful place, and so I take pictures of it and put it on, say, Facebook, or just sharing it on WhatsApp with family. Maybe, well, what I share on Facebook is more what I'm thinking about these days, and when I'm reading something, I say, hey, that would be interesting to share. So most of what I'm sharing on Facebook is sort of literary, not images. But maybe I attach an image to what I share. So the thoughts are not always mine. So I copy and paste something that some great thinker has said, and maybe I preface it with my thought, or finish it off with my thought, like saying, does that mean this and that? Or I state something to bring about some conversation. So some people may respond to what I share, and some will not. Some will give me likes, and sometimes when a friend that is very prolific, and maybe he has a stockpile of things that he likes to share that are designed to attack the idealist view, perhaps. Perhaps he's a physicalist or a materialist and a empiricist. So he likes to point out things and share things and sort of debunk them. So maybe he might debunk the idea of the 4 or 5 elements And so maybe I'm thinking of responding to that. And maybe he tried to point out that this idea of a universal mind is very dubious. There's no evidence for it and things like that. So maybe you could think of him as an atheist. But he's kind of in agreement with meditation in that it has promising benefits, I guess. So maybe he's like, what's his name? One of the four horsemen of atheism, but the one that meditates. Let's see. No, not Christopher Hitchens. No, not the selfish gene guy. No, not. But the neuroscientist. The neuroscientist. What's his name? No, not Steven Pinker. It's Sam Harris. Yes. So perhaps he may be. Well, he's perhaps. I wouldn't say he's a fan of Sam Harris or of Steven Pinker. But he probably tends to agree with them, I would say. And he was very upset that Donald Trump won for 2024. And he just doesn't get how people could have voted for him. So I tried to get him to see that, well, it's the economy, idiot, even though maybe it's not a very good economic plan that Donald Trump has in store. Maybe it does favor the stock market and big businesses and billionaires, but by putting what's it called? Tariffs on Chinese products. More tariffs on Chinese products might make things go worse. Oh, and moving all, what is it called? All undocumented or illegal aliens out of the country might be difficult to keep the prices low on grocery products. But I sort of kind of agree that something better has to be done about it. Something has to be done about it. But hopefully it's done carefully with no draconian use of police or even the army. That's not going to look very nice. That's going to come out pretty bad. Let's pray that nothing like that happens. So, let's see. So, where was I? So yes, so the meeting last night with the Hispanic or the or studying the Stoic classic Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. In Spanish, that would be Meditaciones por Marco Aurelio, book 6, paragraph 35 through 39. was very good. So, and then another point that Marco Aurelio talked about immediately after the one about trying to have some sort of privacy, or maybe trying to hide knowledge away from those that wouldn't understand it, would be it was a short paragraph. It talked about if you are truly in the present, you're gonna know everything. Well, I'm paraphrasing. You won't. Maybe you'll understand everything there is to understand. You won't need to learn anything else. Kind of. No more learning. If you are in the present. Something like that. And what was the final? Oh, and then that was followed by something that was very Buddhist in a way, that suggested the interconnectedness of everything, the web of life. I said, wow, this Marcus Aurelius is getting metaphysical on us or something, or mystical, or Indian, or on us. Or maybe it was evident from his perspective that it was so, or he intuited it. Okay, so let's see. Shall we go? You want to go in, or want to keep walking? Okay, let's keep walking. Okay, so. Okay, so but yeah, so that was that. But what I really want to do is study real hard what I'm supposed to be studying. So I picked up 4 classes. 4 classes. And I'm kind of failing them. I'm behind. So I got to study them. And maybe I could have studied them last night, but instead I was studying something that is not under a class. So I'm creating my own class. So what I created last night was, so I started a new channel called Buddhism for Happiness. So I don't think this will go to that channel. I'm going to have to create a new channel for this content. But Buddhism for Happiness for all. So I used to have a channel called Buddhism for Happiness, and then YouTube shut it down because it violated some community standards of, I think, 2 strikes concerning sex and nudity, if I understand correctly. So without warning, they removed it. And they gave me an opportunity to appeal, but I guess it wasn't effective enough, and so they stayed with their decision. So there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, so I have to give up that. I'd have to hire lawyers to try to get it back. I don't know if there's a way. Maybe I could go to Twitter or X and see what can be done. See if I can recover the content. There's a lot of videos. But I think I saved a lot of videos, so I can use them to populate the new channel, Buddhism for Happiness for All. That's my intention for the coming year. So I think Buddhism for Happiness for All will do well. Well, the first video that I put on it, after a few days, produced some 20 some views. Maybe less than that, because some of those views were me going back to view it. So let's say 15 views. And I did publish it on WhatsApp and on Facebook. So there you go. There you have it. But I think this one, what I'm recording now, is supposed to go to another channel that has to do with non-Buddhist things. non-Buddhist non-Buddhist approaches. Advaita Vedanta. But it's similar. Advaita Vedanta, non-dual Vedanta, could approach what Buddhists were thinking, meditating on, somewhat. What do you think? Well, it's the channel. I hope to, in it, be able to read into the channel of what I am studying. Although there's a problem to that, because supposedly it's part of the class, and as a student, or in the class, we're told not to share what is being shared. So maybe I have to think how to share in a way that is not revealing too much from the class, or at least keeping the content fairly private or difficult to surmise, to extract, to say, okay, this came from that class, because it's here in the email. So maybe I won't be able to read word for word content from an email from the class. So maybe I could look at it, read it, and then paraphrase. And I could suggest, so it was said, thus have I heard. I'm studying this book, and I'm hearing this interpretation. So what do you think about that? Maybe I could call it mystical in meditations and interpretations. Mystical meditations and interpretations. Mystical. Maybe it's too many words, too many syllables. How do I get it down smaller? Thinking about reality and the mind. Maybe something like that. Thinking about reality and the mind. Ways of thinking about reality and the mind. Ways about thinking. Ways about thinking about ways. Maybe I should call it Brahma Vidya. Vidya, Veda, Vidya, 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 Vidya. Vidya. Om Vidya. Om Vidya. Kero Om Vidya. Om Vidya Karu. Om Karu Vidya. Something like that. I can't figure it out. Well, I got 20 minutes done. And the dog is eating grass, so you have to wait for it to vomit. Well, maybe I could go to the lake, or more like a pond, a big pond, man-made pond. But it's got some wildlife on it. I was going to try to puke it out. Maybe it has to do that because his diet is not very good. I don't know. So let's go this way. Let's see what's over here. So yeah, I don't know what to call this this channel. Padesa. Maybe call it Padesa, Vidya, Gita. Atmo Gita Yoga. Yoga Atmo Gita. Atmo Gita Yoga. Because I don't want to add the too much Advaita Vedanta content to my Buddhism for Happiness channel. Well, I have a channel called Spiritual Pilgrim. Maybe I could just change them. Well, it has some people that have subscribed to it. I don't know how many. It has some kirtan in it. Let's see. And I created let's see, what's how many? Let's see, I'm gonna look at the channel. It's got 322 subscribers and 90 videos. It's got a playlist. Well, it's got something on Manav Dharam, and it's got something on Tibetan, something on Jain, and some videos, and some shorts. Here si permites que empresas para entrenar modelos de E-I. Hmm. Okay. Short samsara. So I could have my content and the training of third parties. Maybe I could agree to allowing third parties to use the content to generate AI knowledge. Hmm. So I can activate or enable a parameter in my configuration which would allow third parties to I'm trying to translate what's in Spanish into English. The third parties could use that to learn, for them to gather learning. I don't know. And I'm able to select which companies, corporations can use my content. I don't know. I have to think about it. So, take it a break. Man, know thyself. So that's from the Manav Dharam and Shiva Guru's. Guru Vidya Sagar Jain Bhajan HQ. Oh. Is this? Oh. That's like a playlist of things. That's not my content though. No, but that is. So I'm looking at this. So this is the channel Spiritual Pilgrimage. 322 subscribers, 90 videos. Let's see. Spiritual pilgrims are in a journey to knowing self and self. Please ask questions and we will get back with answers. And I had a meetup called Spiritual Pilgrimage. And that's the channel Spiritual Pilgrimage. And maybe it started in 2011 and it's had 85,000 visits. So maybe I should just rewrite the description and keep the name, and yes, rewrite the description and just add content there and see what happens, because it's already got 322 subscribers. It had 17 views for this video that I put up 3 years ago, and this one a year ago, and it has one short that had 20 views on samsara. Did he get any likes? Yep. Yep. 15 hours ago, I uploaded a well, not uploaded. I used Zoom to go live with a commentaries, the first 8 verses. So it's only had one person view it. But with meditation, we can be aware of what we're thinking. Yeah, maybe that's all there is to it. That's all. It's meditation. Let's see. But we like to make special kinds of meditations, perhaps to guide us along and to have certain kinds of thoughts arise. Perhaps virtuous thoughts arise. The word meditation. So maybe I'll upload this to Spiritual Pilgrimage and leave the name, but gradually change its direction. I'll change the direction of Spiritual Pilgrimage. Maybe we could say, hello friends, I'm on a